Ciao, Amy from Travel by Lux here. Are you ready to experience the ultimate 28-day grand vacation of Italy? Well, take a look at our expertly curated tour itinerary full of timeless treasures, hidden gems, and unforgettable private tour experiences.
Welcome to Rome. Your first day begins with a private driver escorting you to your luxury hotel in the center of the city. In the evening, enjoy a private walking tour through Rome's historic streets. As dawn breaks on your second day, experience the Colosseum and Roman Forum, reliving ancient Rome's gladiatorial glory. Later, marvel at Michelangelo's frescoes in the Sistine Chapel during a special tour of the Vatican City and St. Peter's Basilica. Rising with the Roman sun on day 3, you'll explore the architectural marvel of the Pantheon, followed by a visit to Piazza Navona and an afternoon in the lush gardens of Villa Borghese, concluding with sunset and the Spanish Steps. Next, we journey to Tivoli. Day 4 unfolds with the Renaissance splendor of Villa d'Este's gardens and fountains, and a visit to Hadrian's Villa, before returning to Rome in the evening. Florence beckons on day 5, welcoming you to the cradle of the Renaissance. Immerse yourself in a private tour of the historic centre, the Florence Cathedral, and enjoy panoramic sunset views from Piazzale Michelangelo. Your 6th day begins with a private tour of the Uffizi Gallery, indulging in Renaissance art, and a serene retreat in the Boboli Gardens, capped with a hands-on Tuscan cooking class. Siena calls on day 7, inviting you to explore its medieval streets and Gothic architecture, including the Siena Cathedral and Piazza del Campo, before returning to Florence. Day 8 brings a change of pace, with a visit to Florence's Accademia Gallery and Michelangelo's David, followed by a journey to the Chianti wine region for a vineyard tour and tasting amongst stunning Tuscan scenery. On your 9th day, embrace Bologna's culinary heritage with a food tour in the Quadrilatero, savouring local specialities in Italy's gastronomic capital. The 10th day dawns with a tour of the University of Bologna and an afternoon at the Bologna National Gallery, delving into centuries of art history. Welcome to Modena on day 11, famous for its balsamic vinegar and automotive history. Visit a traditional balsamic vinegar producer and the Ferrari Museum, returning to Bologna in the evening. Venice awaits on the 12th day with a private gondola ride through its canals and an evening walking tour of St. Mark's Square. Day 13 unfolds in Venice, exploring the Doge's Palace, St. Mark's Basilica, and the lively Rialto Market with your private guide. On the 14th day, set sail for Murano and Burano, delving into the arts of glassblowing and lace making, and exploring vibrant, colourful houses. Day 15 unveils the romance of Verona, including Juliet's balcony and historical sites, crowned with an opera performance at the Verona Arena. The 16th day sees you on a private boat tour of Lake Garda, enjoying lunch in Sirmione, exploring its thermal baths and medieval castle. Milan calls on day 17, unveiling its fashion and architectural wonders, including the Milan Duomo, Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II, and the vibrant Navigli district. Your 18th day begins with Da Vinci's The Last Supper, a tour of Sforza Castle's museums, and shopping in the Zona della Moda, ending at La Scala Opera House. On day 19, escape to Lake Como with a private boat tour showcasing grand villas and breathtaking landscapes. The 20th day takes you to Turin, exploring the Egyptian Museum, Mole Antoniana, and the Holy Shroud of Turin. 3 weeks into your journey, day 21 offers guided tours of the Royal Palace and Palazzo Madama, revealing Turin's historical evolution. Day 22 invites you to the Barolo wine region for a winery tour and tastings, followed by lunch in Alba, a hub of white truffles and wine. Genoa beckons on day 23, with a discovery of its UNESCO-listed historic centre and medieval architecture. On the 24th day, journey to Portofino, savouring its natural beauty, colourful houses, and celebrity allure, with a scenic boat trip and harbour lunch. Day 25 brings Pisa into view, exploring the Leaning Tower and Piazza dei Miracoli's medieval wonders. Day 26 unfolds in Lucca, encircled by Renaissance walls. Tour its historic centre, churches and towers, concluding with lunch in Piazza Anfiteatro. As your journey nears its end, day 27 offers a farewell to Rome with a final dinner at a Michelin-starred restaurant and a guided stroll around the Trevi Fountain. And finally, day 28, departure from Rome. Your guide ensures a smooth transfer to the airport, reflecting on the personal care and unforgettable experiences that have defined your journey.
So this concludes our 28-day Italy itinerary. However, keep in mind that this is just one of the myriad of ways that you can traverse Italy's cities and landscapes. So get in contact with our team of expert tour planners today so that we can create a bespoke and personalized Italy itinerary just for you.